process of weight loss for me has always been so incredibly unstable. Like, I'm talking when I was like 13 years old, my grandma started putting me on all kinds of weird, like chicken and rice or like no white food type of diets, like trying all these weird diets. And then, like, even as an adult in my more recent history, like, I tried fasting and I did lose a lot of weight and I got really excited about it, but then I put it all back on. And now, even now that I've kind of like evened out to where I'm the most consistent I've ever been, but it's still really inconsistent. Like, the last 3-4 days, I mentally wasn't doing well, started gardening a lot, and therefore started eating a lot. Like, when I'm not doing well, gardening and then a follow-up of food is my like self-care comfort routine, and I shouldn't even refer to it as a self-care because it's literally hurting myself the way that I do it. But I'm just still struggling to find the consistency with all of this that I need. I am the most consistent I've ever been in the way that, like, when I fall off, I do put myself back on. So today and yesterday, I'm, counting calories again, back in a deficit, doing well. So I am still losing weight slowly, but I could be doing so much better. I could be losing a lot more weight a lot quicker, and not in any kind of unhealthy, like within the bounds of what's healthy and normal. But I keep having these spurts where my mental health just doesn't allow me to make good decisions about food. So that's why throughout all of this, like, I talk about food and show recipes a lot, but the main focus of anything that I'm doing, so much more than food, is just trying to really, really hone in and stay focused on, doing things that are good for my mental health and my prefrontal cortex, and just practicing being logical even when I'm upset. Just like practice, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with DBT, but the wise mind is essentially like it means balance. It means like not overly logical and not overly emotional, but it's just you're right in the middle and you're using both of those in whatever amounts they need for the situation. And I say all that to say it's just like I'm trying to focus on just like being in my, allowing my wise mind to be the one that makes my decisions even when I'm upset, which still needs work. I don't have any food in my house that I actually want to eat, but I'm gonna have to eat what's there before I'm allowed to go grocery shop again, so let's see what we can put together. First off, I'm gonna make a bit of a sauce for some ramen. This pan had some leftover butter in it from when I was making pancakes yesterday, and then I just added a cup and a half of water. I'm gonna just eyeball everything. Soy sauce, sriracha, and syrup. I've got garlic and onion powder. I'm also going to do some chili powder and a little bit of turmeric. And then the noodles go in. I just break 2 blocks in half so they cook a little bit better. I'm going to flip these over halfway. This is almost done cooking. I'm gonna do something very unusual for me. I'm gonna add a little bit of this coconut milk. I just have this in the fridge and I am not at all sure what to do with the rest of this after making the tzatziki sauce. So maybe it'll add like a creamy element to this. I don't know. So just added 2 big scoops of that. I don't know that that's gonna make a big difference, but let me get it mixed in. Okay, the creaminess aspect looks good. I'm gonna add some sesame oil on top. Some green onion to finish it off, and I like to eat spicy foods with a side of pickle. Hey, that turned into an amazing meal, actually. Not bad. What I ate today is a vegan weight loss edition. First meal of the day here is ramen, but I don't use the seasoning packet that comes with it. I just make my own sauce out of basically soy sauce, sriracha, and syrup, and like spices and seasonings. And I love to eat spicy noodles with a side of pickle. And that's going to be that for the day. We'll just do an OMAD today. That was a 1,200 calorie meal, 1,221. Usually for where I'm at right now with my weight loss, that would be too low of a calorie day. But because I spent the last 2 or 3 days overeating and not in a deficit at all, I wanted to just take it easy today. And also, I'm just not really all that hungry. Like, I'm about to go to bed in a couple hours, and I guess I could eat, but also I could not. And so in this case, I'm going to go with not. Yesterday's what I ate in the day was kind of lacking because I only ate 1 meal of noodles. Let's try it again. Today should be more of a normal eating day. This is pretty much the only sauce combination I make anymore. Today we're going to just jazz it up with a few other things. Again, I still have a bunch of this that I need to use up, and we'll add some sesame oil as well. I'm not at all liking the consistency that the yogurt gave this sauce, but it still tastes good, so I just added some green onion and we're going to keep moving forward. Saw yesterday's video, you'll know all I ate yesterday was noodles, so I woke up this morning feeling like I should probably start with a little bit of protein, so I steamed half a block of extra firm tofu. Right now I'm just going to eat this, but I'm going to eat this little carrot on the side. Here's the thing, is this is delicious, but it's mushy, and I have a big issue with like mushy consistencies, so I need something crunchy to eat with mushy. All I really wanted to eat today, though, was more noodles. So I am going to have a package of that, but I'll pair it with some more of that tofu, just minus the yogurt. Didn't care for that. Also added green onions. And then these cucumbers have been sitting in pickle juice, but like only for a few hours. So it mostly just still tastes like cucumber. And this last meal for today, I've been having a lot lately. It's 2 of the Boca spicy chicken patties made into a sandwich, some corn, and a little bit of like fruit, tomato, vegetable, whatever on the side. In high school where I went vegetarian for a while, and Boca was kind of the only meat substitute that I could find around back in the day, and they didn't even have the spicy chicken. They just had the burgers and stuff, which back then I really liked and enjoyed. I kind of moved away from them as like Impossible and Beyond and better things started coming out. Recently though, those things are just starting to get out of budget for me, and I had to try to find some cheaper meat alternatives, and Boca is still on the shelves. It's still the cheapest by far, and these spicy chicken especially. I don't really like the burgers very much at all, but these spicy chicken sandwiches slap. I'm throwing 2 of those patties and a piece of corn into the air fryer. So I'm just taking the last little bit of Follow Your Heart that I have, put it on this sandwich bun, and I'm going to toast that up a little bit. My little sandwich, a corn on the side, and I cut up a little tomato. I love a simple, quick meal. These patties were great as sandwiches on their own with just some fries on the side. I made a gyro out of this with some vegan tzatziki. So many options. How would you make it? Have lunch with me today. I'm having a spicy chicken sandwich. Kind of getting back on Boca lately. The chicken only. I don't really like the burgers, but Impossible and stuff is just getting too expensive. And this, for the price, is like surprisingly tasty. With the chicken sandwich, I've got some tomato slices and a juicy piece of corn. Today's a busy day. It's mostly a content day. I've got a lot of things planned out that I want to get filmed in advance. Mostly ASMR videos because I'm starting a new job coming up here pretty soon, and I just want to have a couple of extra ASMR videos in the pocket in case, like, you know, get a little bit busier with the job than I think I will. It is a part-time job with a very flexible schedule, so I don't see it impacting my social media schedule at all. But obviously, the one that guarantees money has to take precedence if that comes down to it. I also recently started practicing how to set up my own craft fair market and started booth and started looking into how to do applications for markets and things like that. So there's just a lot of different things going on. I feel like a little bit spread out, but it's all definitely fun. It's good to have lots of things to keep me busy and feel very productive at the end of every day.